For my darling viewers, let me share some very, very beautiful things about Virender Sehwag ji. And let me begin by sharing a few beautiful achievements he has as a cricketer. He has scored the most international runs by any cricketer in the world as an opener, and that is about 16,119. He's the first Indian batsman to have scored a triple test century and went on to score another one and then another one very close to it, 293. He is the person who has the record for the fastest 150, fastest 200, fastest 250, and fastest 300 in test matches. In ODIs, he has scored the fastest 150 and 200. He also holds the record for the fastest ODI 50 century outside India by an Indian. He also holds the record for the two highest individual test scores by an Indian in the world. On his debut, he batted at number 6 and went on to score a century. He is the only opener in the world who has scored 7,500 plus runs in test matches and ODIs. 28 times in his career, he has started his innings with a 4 or a 6. And he holds the record for the highest ODI score as a captain ever in the world. So we are very blessed to have an exceptionally talented cricketer. And as the evening goes by, आप सुनोगे कि वो सिर्फ एक बेहतरीन बल्लेबाज या बेहतरीन खिलाड़ी नहीं है, मगर एक बहुत ही उम्दा इंसान भी है और उन्होंने लोगों के लिए, अपनों के लिए, अपने देश के लिए बहुत कुछ किया है. But before I go into speaking about what I think about him, let me share with you what renowned people across the world think about him. So here, let me share my screen and show to you what these people have said about Viruji. I'll go miles to see Sehwag bat. And Viv Richards was dead. I thought it's the end of entertainment. But then came Sehwag, the king of entertainment by Ramiz Raza. Ajit Wadekar says, no batsman in the modern game destroys attacks quite like Sehwag. Rahul Dravid says, I think of joy. When you think of Viru, you think of just the joy he brought to the players that played with him. And a person like John Wright says, Virender Sehwag is the most exciting player I've ever watched, bar none. Yes, I know I belong to a generation that played against Viv Richards, but having seen more of Viru than Viv, that's where I come from. I think he is the most exciting player in the world. And our own Harbhajan Singh goes on to say, by far, Viru is the most dangerous batsman in world cricket. Yuvraj Singh says this. I say it again, I never saw Sir Viv Richard bat, but I have seen Sehwag bat. Wakar Yunus, having scored 298 and still hitting a 6 is something unimaginable, and you need to be a genius for that. Ian Chappell says to bat as fearlessly as Sehwag, you need to have a great confidence in your ability and the self-belief that you are greater than any bowler and any attack in the world. Something personal about him where he says, I like to hum songs, bhajan, Sai Baba bhajan, Kishore Kumar songs. And now you know why we played Kishore Kumar songs before the evening started. Especially those pictured on Amitabh Bachchan. Till the bowler is about to deliver, I try to keep the songs as perfectly as possible in order to keep my mind completely uncluttered. Then, of course, another quote by him, I don't listen to people, don't watch TV, or don't read newspapers. It's better to use that time to work on your game. And finally, Sehwag can change the course of match with the ease of Moses departing the Red Sea. This is who Viru Paji is, and it is such an honor and blessing to have him with all of us. So once again, Virender ji, thank you so much for coming for this evening.